Whoa. This is the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. What's going on? How's everyone doing? 1 a.m. in Michigan just sparked a big old fatty. Hope you're having a good night. All right, man. I'm going to bang some Miami Cola. Let's get after it. Daryl Pratt, what's happening? Yeah. Oh man, the Yeti is loose. Yeah, the Yeti did come. Can you notice the difference? Is there a noticeable difference in sound quality? It was sort of hard. I was doing some tests earlier. I'm not really sure. Bang. Yeah, what's up? 7 a.m. in Spain, dude. Oh, you're getting up crack of dawn, dude. You get your coffee on. Joe Martinez is up. Strickland. Oh, no, I won't be up till 5 a.m., dude. Stuff will make me tired. That's like I peak and a crash. Sounds a lot cleaner. All right, we're doing good. So the Yeti was a solid improvement. Super affordable. But so we're liking the I actually have a webcam. Yeah, you can send it on, Landon. I have one, but I have trouble. That's because of my old place. I should try it again and get the color adjusted right. But yeah, I'm fired up on the new Yeti. It looks official, at least. Like, yeah, dude, reporting from here. So, do we got anyone from the UK in the house? Do we have any UK in the house? Get Brexit done. Boycott Boris Johnson, dude. I'm pretty fired up, dude. Landslide in the UK. Kick rocks, socialists. Flynn, right here. Yeah. You guys are going to have to do a lot of work over there in the UK, man. Your country's close to the abyss, dude. What? I don't like the vanilla background. Yeah, we're working on it. You know. That's right, man. Get those socialists out of there. I like the rioting in the streets, dude. How about that? Some good old rioting, like we lost our election, now let's burn things down. When did that become the norm? I remember when Obama won, people were like cheering in the streets. I don't remember any like conservatives like burning stuff. Well, you know, it's the UK, dude. There's gonna be some fights down at the pub, dude. I'm gonna get on my bang. Yeah, it's about time the UK get out of the Fourth Reich. Holy smoke, dude. Yeah, I did have a good day, man. The surf thing didn't really pan out. I chased it all around. It was one of those days where it just didn't come together. So we're liking the new microphone. The new microphone sounds better. I just want to be sure of that. Yeah, it was a big hoax. It was a big fat hoax. Plenty of waves down in at the beach breaks, but just bad wind. Surfing in December, man. Heck yeah. Best time. Actually, January is usually more happening, but sounds amazing. All right, good. We're back in the thing. I thought about cutting my hair and I cut it. Speaking of letting your freak flag fly, Ho and Pringle, for sure. That's one of the few YouTube channels I will recommend. I got Mason Ho inspired me to chase my backside barrels. He gets me fired up on backside barrels. Trying beer and shots. Boom. America. Are you still a carpenter? You know, being a carpenter is like riding a bike. Once a carpenter, always a carpenter. I got a skill saw, dude. I got a bunch of tools, actually. I've been cleaning out my shop, so I'm definitely trying not to fire up the worm drive, though I have one fired up on the worm drive. Yeah, the background's a bit much, I have to admit. What? Brexit? You should get a good trade, puffin mug. Carpentry's a solid trade to have. You can build your own house if you, yeah, the bird was pretty funny this morning. Me too, Puffin. Oh, the streams are the streams were relaxing. Ever been to America? That's a good name for a dog. Brexit. Brexit. Come here, boy. Brexit. Come on, boy. Surge. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Appreciate that. How's it going, man? You keeping it together? What's up? We're up. We're getting our bang on. We're gonna get crazy. We're gonna talk music, Brexit, IG report, impeachment fairy tale, Trump 2020, and good old fashioned flipping the bird at the system, man. Few steps closer to becoming a professor. God, you've come a long way, Serge. You really have, dude. Good work, brother. God, was that 5-6 years ago when you were at the wit's end? Holy smoke. Way to go. I'm not growing out the hair because I'm on a mission. I'm just late. I just been lazy. Do I need to play any instruments? No, I don't, dude. Just finished my latest plants. My favorite movie is River of No Return. Is that the one with Brad Pitt? Or is that A River Runs Through It? James Jameson's getting baptized this Sunday. Good for you. Get under that water. Get under that. No nards, no mesh. Yeah. Absolutely. Missoula up in the house. I like that, dude. Some big sky country. Zooming on in. Ah, Mr. Incognito, dude. Just on the hassle, dude. Rip Juice World. What's Juice World? Ah, thanks, Cody Farley. Welcome to the tribe, man. We're stoked to hear. River runs through it, baby. Jesus is King. Jesus is Lord and Savior. So, all right. I was like doing this thing. I was like, let's go music. We'll mix it all up together, dude. Where do we start, dude? What do you want to know? What's the deal? He's a rapper. Oh, he wasn't. Yeah, Alice in Chains. That's not a way to start a like music. Alice in Chains. Oh no, dude. The War on Drugs. I think I did give them a listen, Landon. I think I did. I don't think they were my jam. I saw the Adolescents were playing up the street. Franklin's Tower. What's that? A Grateful Dead cover band? Sounds like a Grateful Dead cover band. Jane's Addiction. Saw Jane's Addiction in Sacramento when the infamous Birkenstock was chucked at Perry Farrell's head, dude. That was pretty rad. Surf Pumps. My Wave, baby. My wave, my beach. Go home. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. The Melvins, dude. Butthole Surfers. I don't even know. What do? We talk about it. We talk smack about it. I did see Perry Farrell getting hit in the head with a Birkenstock. You know who's got wicked tiger stripes? Vanilla Ice. The Beatles. We don't talk about. That's a fail. Bon Jovi, dude. I have a pretty funny Bon Jovi story. Remember when that Bon Jovi Faith, gotta have faith. No, is that the song? Oh, wait just a second, dude. I got it right here on my playlist. I got a little Bon Jovi in the playlist, dude. You gotta have some John Bon Jovi, dude. Let's see, where's the John Bon Jovi, dude? Let's see, artist. I gotta get the song's name right. Bon Jovi, there it is. Keep the faith. There, if you don't believe, I got Bon Jovi on the playlist right there. Bon to Keep the Faith, right? And came out in 92. I was living in Flagstaff, right? Keep the Faith, and I ate all these. Went and ate all these mushrooms on top of not the Kachina Peak, the other one you could drive to the top. The one, dude. So we drove way up there, dude. You know, the long road up to the top of whatever it was, and went up there with my buddy and these two girls, and we're tripping balls, and we're sitting on the side of the mountain up there, dude. And I like spun out, dude. Spun out, and I swiped my buddy's red Cherokee, dude. And I raced down the mountain. Like, it's one of those crazy, like, mountain roads, you know, like up in the mountains, dude, dirt Forest Service road. I raced down the thing, and I'm just cranking Bon Jovi, Keep the Faith, the whole time, like on repeat, dude. Just driving as fast as humanly possible in my bro's red Cherokee. I got to the bottom. I like raced back to our apartment. I like sat there for a second, and I was like, I got to go back and get my friends. And I turned around and I raced back to the top of the mountain, cranking Bon Jovi, gotta keep the faith. And I got back up there. They never knew I was gone, dude. I just hot lapped my bro's car like 20 miles down the mountain, went to the apartment, walked in the door of the apartment. You know, when you're tripping balls, it's like that artificial light's too bright. And I was like, oh yeah, I got to go get my friends, and turn around and hot footed it 20 miles back to the top of the mountain, just driving my buddy's car as fast as it would go up the Forest Service road. I got an Ozzy Osbourne story for you too. So I was up in Flagstaff again, and I'm hanging out in my dorm room. Is it my dorm room? Yeah, I hang out in my dorm room. My buddy Ricky Wilson comes by, and Ricky's like, "Hey man, we got tickets to go see Ozzy." And I'm like, "I'm in." He's like, "Well, there's one catch." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You got a ride in the trunk, dude." I'm like, all right, man, I'll ride in the trunk, but you got to go get me a 12-pack of Budweiser. And he's like, all right, man, but you're riding in the trunk. Now we're up in Flagstaff, dude. So we had to go down to Phoenix to catch Ozzy. So I hop in the back of this trunk in this car, dude. And then, you know, the front of the car is packed with people, and I'm in the trunk with my 12-pack. And I'm laying there in the trunk, pounding my beers on the way to Ozzy. We get down to Ozzy. They pop the trunk. I'm hammered already. And I go into the Ozzy show, and I had like seats, and I forget where it was. It's some big theater thing, outside thing in Phoenix, and or Tempe or something. And I get down there, and I was the one thing I remember. They was going crazy, and they had the screens going. It was all just like war footage. It was like brutal, like Vietnam war footage, dude. Most of the show, it was like heavy. I was hammered and out of my mind, and I proceeded to like find these people I was with that were like third row, and I like bum rushed them and just wedged into their like third row setup, and just like headbanged Ozzy, got done with the show. And these were like different people I knew from like, this was like college, you know, and done with the show. And I met my buddies and they're like back in the trunk. And I rode the trunk back from the Ozzy show. And I'll never forget this. I'm in the trunk, like passed out. And they're jamming up to, and it's a one, your Phoenix is like down elevation low. So you got to go up the Mogollon Rim and the whole thing up to Flagstaff up at 7,000 feet. And it's like a 2.5 hour drive. I remember the dudes flying. And I just remember at this one point, I'm in the trunk, passed out in the trunk. And I just remember at one point, just feeling the car getting loose and screeching like, and going like sideways around some turn. And then it like regripped and like kept going. But I think there was a point where the dude fully like passed out or fell asleep and got out of control in the vehicle. And I didn't know what was going on. I was in the trunk. And then I got home and made it. There you go. There's two tip your talker. I got rock and roll stories all night, dude. I got rock and roll stories all day. Dude, hey man, I'll tell you what, dude. Of all the Ozzy Osbourne shows I've seen, like the one in the trunk was pretty good, dude. The one in the trunk was pretty good, dude. Senior service. Armed Forces, one of the best, one of the better albums, dude. Senior Service, Oliver's Army. I know my Elvis Costello. Do you smoke weed? Nah, not anymore, dude. I liked that Standing on the Shoulder of Giants album. I had a whole Oasis phase. And then I realized they sucked. And like, I tried listening. 3 years ago, I tried listening to the Standing on the Shoulders of Giants album. And I was like, meh. I don't think really Oasis like ages well. There are a couple good cuts that I suppose are timeless. But, you know, wow, we're doing music, dude. If you want to change the subject, you got to top chat it, dude. You got to put some money in the till to change the subject. I saw Nirvana opening for Pearl Jam, opening for Red Hot Chili Peppers, Cow Palace, New Year's Eve, 1989. One of the more insane. Good Charlotte, dude. I should fully ban you for ever mentioning some band that Good Charlotte garbage. Sorry, Joe Mama. Good Charlotte, dude. I didn't even think there was. I remember those two dipshits had that show on MTV, dude. The mic is good, Jason. All right, I'll trust you. You weren't there, monkey man. You obviously weren't at the transition point when Nirvana came out of the woodwork, dude. I'll never forget. Me and my buddy Cameron. God, whenever that he had a bootleg version copy of it on a cassette tape, and we went up and skated the Pal Peralta. Pal Peralta used to have a skate park up at their factory in Santa Barbara, up in Isla Vista. So we boogied up there in his mom's Mercedes, and he's like, he had this cassette tape. He's like, I got the new stuff. And he put it in. And it was the very first time I ever heard Nirvana. And I'll tell you what, dude, that was good. It was real good, dude. You just don't know unless you were there, like how bad music was up until that point. Like, it was like there was Nirvana. Jane's Addiction was coming on the scene right around the same time, too. Jane's Addiction, Nothing Shocking was the same vibe for me. I remember the first time I heard Nothing Shocking and being blown away. Like, what is this, dude? But what really lit the fire was the Nirvana thing, dude. So, I mean, you could argue that they're just 3-chord wonders and whatever, and they're pretty simplistic and all that kind of stuff. But they like the moment when the music all changed was rad, dude. It was a rad moment. I'll never forget that drive. I'll never forget the drive when I first heard Nirvana. It had that kind of like thing. I always thought Kurt Cobain was an interesting character. They killed him too. I should ban you for bringing up Dave Matthews, dude. I'm kidding. That's a whole weird grouping of people. That's a generational thing. It's like, I never got that. Yeah, Dave Matthews, dude. Ugh. I like the In Utero album. I thought was pretty. I can't, but I'll give it to you now, dude. Like, I can only listen to a couple of the MTV Unplugged Nirvana songs. Motley Crue or Oasis? Neither. But I guess if I had to choose one, Oasis. Black Flag, dude. Yeah, dude. So Heavy, Lived at the Strand, dude. I got Black Flag on there, dude. So Wasted. Hootie and the Blowfish does country western now, dude. It's pretty good too. I like Hootie's country, dude. The Cure, I'll get down with The Cure. I've seen Henry Rollins a couple of times, dude. That dude's crazy. I had Henry Rollins point at me and scream at me at a show. I am divine. I am divine. Hank 3 fought like 5 dudes at Hank 3 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yep. Lane Stanley. Lane Stanley. I saw Lane Stanley at Cabo Wabo with Alice in Chains in 1989, I think. They did not make as much. We were like laughing at him, dude. I think it was 89. I don't know. Whatever it was, we didn't know who they were, but we were like, I used to be way into Fugazi, and then I realized Ian MacKaye is a dweeb. I don't like Ian MacKaye. I used to be all about Fugazi, heavily. And now Ian MacKaye ruined it. I don't like Ian MacKaye. Do you know what? I used to listen to this band, the Southern Culture on the Skids. Is it Southern Culture on the Skids? Southern Culture on the Skids. I've listened to it all. Joy Division, sure. I still listen to some Joy Division. Put the lime in the coconut. Shake it all around. Keith Richards or Chuck Berry? Keith Richards. Rage Against the Machine. Remember the first time I heard Rage Against the Machine? I remember I remember walking into the music store in Flagstaff and seeing the Rage Against the Machine poster with the burning monk and being like, what is that, dude? And they're like, Rage Against the Machine. And I bought it and took it home and lost my mind, dude. That was another one of those. See, people don't understand how radical, like, music sucks nowadays because there's no record store. Like when in my generation and generations prior, like music came out like out of a record store and you had no idea. You had to like bet your $12. You had to put your money down, take it home to your listening device, unpackage it, and like put it in and be like hit with sonic frequencies, dude. Nowadays, people miss that. Like, dude, that like going to the new stuff, new release dates. Oh, there's some new album coming out. It's at the record store. It's coming out. Like, yeah, like, whoa. Nowadays, it's just like word of mouth, some track on some YouTube video or sound poofed or whatever it is, dude. So, that part of music sucks. The event thing is gone, dude. Music, like getting new music was an event once upon a time. Like I remember buying certain albums and the first time I ever heard them. Most people can't say that, like, oh yeah, so I downloaded some song I heard on YouTube or whatever, blah blah blah. It came up on my YouTube playlist or however you find out about music nowadays. No, you used to like go and seek it out and go to the record store and hear like, oh, you got to get this album, dude. Or someone else would buy it and they'd bring it over and be like, dude, you got to hear this, dude. You got to hear this album, man. And you would sit there and you would listen to a whole album, not just one song, like a whole album, dude. They used to make albums, dude, like complete musical things. Now I don't even know what it is anymore. It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter if they bring back the thing. It was the whole record stores and searching through and like, nah, man, record stores and bookstores were rad, dude. Yeah, you young people are getting robbed every which way with this technology. I'll tell you what, man, like you young people have no idea how you're getting screwed by this new technology. Like, see, I'm old enough. Like, I remember like life before all this techno garbage, dude. Life was way radder. It was super rad because there was like cool things to go do. Like the record store. Like the record store. Man, people don't even know what the record store is. Anyone, like some of you know what I'm talking about. The record store. I used to go down to the record store and like look around and hunt for new music and like look at an album and see the picture and be like, I don't know, dude. Like, or the CD or whatever it was and be like, I don't know. And like all you had was the cover to make a decision with or something you heard. We are talking about music. I'm gonna put you on timeout, dude. I don't like your tone. Don't forget to tip your talker. We don't. Cheap Trick, dude. Yeah, the technology is ruining it all for everyone. Yeah. Movies were different, though. Music's sacred. Movies are movies. Music's something else. I like Trent Reznor, man. I remember when that 9 Inch Nails came out. Fucking, and whatever it is, dude. Angry Hate Machine or whatever it's called. Yeah, it's different, Dr. Butterworth. It's different. Fish of the Grateful Dead. That one's easy, dude. You know the answer. Dakota? Come on. That's right, Sadie. Sadie knows. Tool lost me with their new album and they're putting all their stuff on iTunes. Hip hop's not music. That stuff's fully organized mind control. What up, Kook Patrol? Seen you in a bit. Hip hop can't kill music because hip hop's not music, dude. Yeah, hip hop is definitely a psyop. It is full MK Ultra to the core, dude. Nah, there's plenty of other music out there, man. Don't be fooled by the hip hop flooding, dude. Yeah, I don't really care for the King Gizzard Lizard Wizard. I've given him a try. I have one cut I like, dude. There's one cut I can handle, the King Gizzard Lizard guys, dude. But besides that, like, I think they're a wash. They're not my jam. What is it, King here? What King Lizard? What cut do I have from the King Lizard? Whoever was mentioned, Elvis Costello. I got some of that in there. DEEFGHIJK. King Lizard, dude. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, dude. Which one do I have? Sleep Drifter. I like Sleep Drifter. That's a good song. That's a good cut out of the Lizard Gizzard Wizard dudes. Motorhead, dude, for sure, dude. All about Motorhead. I'll tell you what Motorhead song I really have grown to like truly dig on, dude, is Hey Maceo. I just passed Maceo Parker. Where is it? Motorhead. What do I got? I like this one. No, it's not that one. I ain't no Mr. Nice Guy. Till the End. Till the End is solid, dude. If you listen to how that song builds till the end, if you listen to the arc of the song, that is a musical masterpiece. Of course, Agent Orange, dude. But no yelling, dude. This guy's a douche. Who's a douche? You, Mr. Incognito? You can go. How can anyone have just I don't know, Pippi. Ween all day long. I like the jazz. I like the Thelonious Monk. I've seen Agent Orange a couple times, man. The string cheese incident doesn't do it for me, man. I don't like all that weird jam band stuff. I was into it. I gave string cheese a moment. I liked Leftover Salmon more. You remember Leftover Salmon? Seen Herbie Hancock? I saw Herbie Hancock up at McMiniman's Theater up in Portland. It's a pretty good show, man. I think I saw Herbie Hancock, and then I saw Friends of Dean Martinez the next night, and then I saw somebody else the next night. Primus. Seen Primus a couple times. Infectious Groove. They sound familiar, dude. Infectious Groove. It sounds like something I would have had. I'm a Jefferson Airplane kind of guy, dude. I don't do the Starship. Yeah, we're not talking movies though, Justin, but yes, I have. I thought it was quite good. I cut myself, man. Any bluegrass? Sure, dude. Oh, I'll just right off the top of my head, all I can think of is Old and in the Way. I do the whole bluegrass thing, but it's sort of all the same. You know what I mean? Like, but I like bluegrass. Nah, Jim Croce, not my deal, dude. Oh, Infectious Grooves. Yeah, nah, that's not really my jam. We don't talk about the Beastie Boys, dude. Jerry Garcia on banjo with David Grisman. I like bluegrass, but it's all this. It all sounds the same to me, dude. I've seen Black Crowes a couple of times. I saw them at SPAC up there in upstate New York. I saw Ziggy Marley, Blues Traveler, and Black Crowes all in one big puff. Stiff Little Fingers. Yeah, I saw them a couple years ago. They're pretty good live. No Beastie Boys. Why do I have to like the Beastie Boys? They're the worst, dude. I know some of the Beastie Boys, dude. Like, I personally like know, like, sometimes when you know people, like, you're like, nah. Do you like Metallica? I used to like Metallica pretty heavy. Ride the Lightning all day long, baby. I'll still throw Ride the Lightning on. Justice for All is still pretty good too. I have a pretty good Metallica story. I was at the NAU Quad one day, and this dude came up to me and it's like, hey, you want to buy a yeah, Right Around the Black album. I thought it was when the Snake Pit was going strong. And this dude's like, you want to buy a ticket? And I was like, yeah. So I bought a ticket. I had a VW bus, and I went down and I got this miracle parking spot in Phoenix in front of the amphitheater, wherever it was at, like literally right across from the amphitheater. I popped my top. I had a bottle of tequila. I think I had sheet acid, bunch of stuff. And I like had my top, and I was looking for people to party with. And I got this Native American kid came by, and I was like, you want to party, dude? And me and this Native American kid got ham skied. And it was a rad show, dude. But I remember I was gonna go, like, I remember I had pretty good seats, dude. The Snake Pit, man. I think it was the same tour where James burned himself up, dude, like a couple shows later. It was good. It was solid, man. But I got rock that dude's world, dude. That dude came along to my little camper and was like, yeah, dude. Now you just got rock that dude. What's up, Hunter? Don't forget to tell your mom and your dad you love them. We're not down with Tool anymore, dude. Maynard blew it. Their new music sucks. Their new album blows. I like a couple Misfit songs, but they're not really Glenn Danzig's not my kind of guy. He's not my kind of rock star, dude. Blur, a couple good Blur songs. I don't think anything about Juice WRLD. Tool's new album sucks, Joe Mama. I'll listen to old Tool all day long, but Tool's new album sucks. And Maynard sold out to iTunes because he's a money hungry scumbag like the rest of them. And he's on Joe Rogan's. Like, that's the trifecta of like blowing it, dude. Helmet, dude. Yeah, dude. Helmet, man. Oh, dude, let me see. I think I got the Helmet song on here. Wait a second. Helmet, dude. Unsung. I didn't even need to look it up. Unsung. What a great tune that is. I'm going to make sure if I don't have that song in my phone, I'm going to download it right now. Helmet. That is a great song. Unsung. Helmet. Here it is. Right here, dude. Boom. Yup. Right there. In the playlist, baby. I like a couple Coldplay songs. I don't have a problem with Coldplay at all, dude. You know what song that's rad that you can't get is Killing an Arab by Cure. Have you really listened to Killing an Arab by Cure? That's musically, it's a great song, but like Stone Roses, sure. Down with the Stone Roses. What song? What song? What song? Kendrick Lamar. No, thank you, dude. Gross. Look, I'll just be clear, dude. Public Enemy. That's what I'm about, dude. Slightly Stupid. Wow. I like my Morning Jacket. There's a couple rad cuts, dude. I have some Morning Jacket on my phone. Of course, Led Zeppelin. That's just standard. Public Enemy, dude. Nah, NWA, those guys are all a bunch of sellouts, dude. Every one of them except the one who died, dude. What was that dude's name? Eric. What was Eric's real name? I saw on the NPR Tiny Desk, Wu-Tang did a pretty good thing, dude. Speaking of Dirty Old Bastard, I was pretty impressed. No, I don't like that rancid, lame punk ska. I like real ska. Never been a rancid guy. I'd rather go see who's Mike Ness play for? Who does Mike Ness play for? Bum 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 bum. Quit your messing around. Yeah, I'm a specials all day. I like Concrete Jungle. That's my favorite special song is Concrete Jungle. Social D, that's right. Yeah, I like Social D. But Social D shows are a little tough because everything starts to sound the same. Dean Martin or Frank Sinatra? Frank Sinatra. All the way, dude. I did it my way, baby. Does everyone remember Dred Zeppelin, dude? With Tortelvis? I used to love Dred Zeppelin, dude. I do not understand the meaning of sunglasses, man. Tay-Tay's birthday is today? Shake it out. Shake it, shake it, shake it out. We do some Taylor Swift around the house. Desmond Decker, dude. Yeah, I forgot about Desmond Decker. Butthole Surfers. I used to listen to what's the main Butthole Surfers song? We used to listen to that one Butthole Surfers song like there was no tomorrow, dude. Wait, with the one with Hurdy Gurdy Man, dude. Ing Ping discography. Which one is it, dude? Ah, come on. Where is it, dude? I forget what it's called. What's the one album called, man? No, it's not the Locust Abortion. Maybe it isn't. No, is that the one with Hurdy Gurdy Man? No. What's the album I'm thinking of, dude? Why can't I think of that Butthole Surfer song that we used to just listen to with Bulldog number 1, 2, and 3 on it, dude? What's the what is that Butthole Surf? Now I'm stuck there, dude. Bulldog. No, that's not the album, is it? Anyway, yeah, I put some time in on the Butthole Surfers, dude. Interpol, I like Interpol, man. I'm a fan of Interpol. Don't go stabbing myself in the neck, dude. Don't go stabbing yourself in the neck. Marcy's Playground. Marcy's Playground. You know who I used to be way into? You guys remember a band called Mary's Danish? I got a double black eye and a fully double nostril bleeder from the pit at Mary's Danish at the Catalyst up in Santa Cruz, dude. Mary's Danish used to be pretty wild shows, dude. I think it was Mary's Danish with 11 opening up for them. Mary's Danish was hectic, dude. I love Black Sabbath, dude. I saw Black Sabbath in right across the street from Philadelphia, dude. Never been a 311 guy. Eh. Amber is the color. Is that amber? Amber is the color of my energy. How many fist fights have I been in? A couple. Maggot brain, dude. I like some of the John. If I got to pick any, like, yeah, I don't have a problem with John Frusciante. The sound of water, of my water dripping or whatever. I used to listen to that album all the time, dude. Oh, what's your advice during a fist fight? Be willing to take a punch, man. Melvin's all day long, dude. Peter Frampton, dude. I just like looking at all these. You got the joke, Stefan? Was that what that is? Brian Jonestown Massacre all day long, dude. See, how come people like repeat? You know, if you got to repeat a thing, there's just a way, like, just top chat it, dude. If it's that important, put some money in the till, dude. Repeating stuff, dude. Queen. Yeah. Stefan 417 and me had a joke, dude. You know, I like some Modest Mouse, but I'm way more into dude. Here, this is one of my faves, dude. I can't think of their name right now, dude. There's so much music, dude. What is their song, dude? Dude, what is their name? Darn, dude. I've seen them a couple times too. I got some John Frusciante right here. To Record Only Water for 10 days. I like that album. To Record Only Water for 10 days, dude. It's a pretty solid album. There's a couple good. I can't think of their name right off the top of my head, and I can't find them. I got a lot of different stuff in here, man. Franz Ferdinand, nah. Not my jam. I don't really dig like look, I'll tell you about like Traffic and Syd Barrett and all that stuff, dude. Zappa. That's like stuff you do, been there, done that. It's like background music for me or my generation, dude. Like, yeah, I listen to all that, dude. Love Spark, a High Heeled Boys, all that stuff, dude. There's nothing that really interests me about it because I spent so much time listening to it when I was in my 20s, dude. I'm not a Wilco guy. Neil Young's got some good stuff. Yes, he does, dude. Hunter Vex, Slayer, dude. Rain and Blood. One of Rick Rubin's best produced albums, dude, if you ask me. We got our first, like, troll, dude. Slayer, dude. I don't like Jay-Z, dude. Jay-Z's the worst, dude. I mean, come on, dude. He had to cover, dude, that stupid Hard Knock Life, dude, from Annie. I mean, Jay-Z covered an Annie song, dude. Gross. He's a full New World Order puppet master, dude. All those guys. Ugh. Thank you, Jake Elliott. Appreciate that. Yeah. You helped me out of a call and some advice more than a year ago. I wonder if you remember. Do you blend? They all blend in now. Southern Comfort. They all blend in now, man. I hope it worked, dude. I hope it worked, Southern Comfort. I was able to help you out in some sort of way, or at least we had a good conversation. Dude, rad trolling, man. Just you're such a good troll, dude. So don't even know how to troll properly. Kid Rock's okay, dude. Rocking up and down the coast. The pilgrimage. Check out the Ohm. I think I've checked out Ohm. They're sort of a heavy metal band. Yeah. Now. Marvin Gaye, solid. There you go, Hunter. Nice work, dude. We tag team that one. Looks like they're coming in hot. Troll. Leonard Skinner, dude. Pronounced Leonard Skinner, dude. Warren Zevon, dude. I don't like any songs about werewolves, dude. Sorry. No Warren Zevon for me. I have a weird aversion to songs about werewolves, dude. I don't like them. African Bambaataa, dude. King Sunny a Day. You guys ever listen to King Sunny a Day? Yeah, you're on timeout for yelling, dude. Oh. King Sunny a Day, dude. Oh. Oh, we're getting trolled heavily, dude. Epic. Nice work, Hunter. Jeez, man. Yikes, man. I like ska. Yeah, I'm a big fan of ska. I wouldn't want to listen to it all the time, but every now and then I like to throw the specials on. Ella Fitzgerald for sure, dude. Yeah. Wait. I want fully like. What's wrong with people, man? It's throwing me off. How's Al? Al's killer, dude. He's the selector. Yes, dude. You know who I used to really like was the Untouchables. You guys remember the Untouchables? You're boring, dude. Bad Manners for sure. Bad Manners. I forgot about Bad Manners. Yeah, I was all into that I had a whole ska phase in like the late 80s. Late 80s, I was almost like a full two-tone, right? I almost had the penny loafers and the suit and the fedora. I was right there. I don't really like the Jack White, dude, or the White Stripes. They're not my sound. I don't like his guitar sound. I like some of his songs, but I do not like the sound of his guitar. There's a couple White Zombie songs I like, man. But generally, I don't really go for that demon sound. Ugh. Hunter, you can just delete them. We got good trolls tonight, peeps. Tiny Tim and his ukulele. David Gilmour. What's your favorite Grateful Dead track? Loser. I love Loser. Eyes of the World. You think Louis C.K. is funny? I don't know. Comedy's super subjective and like depending on your mood. Surf punks. Here come the surfmen pouring out of vans, walking on the water, seaweed in their hands. I know a couple of those dudes. They're sort of a Malibu thing. Here come the surfmen. Flaming Lips, man. Waiting for Superman. I dig the Flaming Lips, man. I had that one with the 4 CDs where you had to have the 4 different listening devices, dude. I thought some of the experiments they did were pretty cool. I wish I could have been at one of those ones at the drive-in movie theater where they handed out the stereos with all the knobs glued into position. I like that the flute musician's just super busy. Just, I guess he doesn't like what we're doing on a Friday night. Just fully nothing better to do. He's probably a pedophile, would be my guess. My guess is the flute musician is a pedo, and that's why he's hiding. My one thing about this whole like thing is I think I'm all for people having to be like fully like your little avatar right here should be your face live feed on a camera. You should not be anonymous as far as I'm concerned. I'm sitting here wide open, dude. I don't know why Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds all day long, dude. Love Nick Cave, dude. Yeah, there's so much data I like, dude. It's hard for me to zero it in on any one particular song, but I really do like Loser. I like the real transition. Yeah, we're doing it groove original, double dipping in the Day Dead Kennedys. I like a number of their cuts, but Jello's voice gets old after a while. Do you have a favorite guitar player? No. Al really likes some Leonard Cohen songs, dude. No Green Day going on here, dude. Dark Star. Which one? Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Dark Star. Broke Down Palace. Pete Townsend. Slash, bro. I mean, if you're going to get into the guitar thing, dude, rock and roll is not the place to like really. Lando. My first mosh pit, I got knocked over, and then a whirlwind of dreads appeared, and a dude named Krusty picked me up. That's right. U2 Groove Original. Morrissey, dude. I'm full fan of Morrissey's work, dude. Morrissey doesn't bug me at all, dude. Smiths, man. I remember listening to Hatful of Hollow, dude, with my friend Jeff Sands driving down, I don't know, some road in Santa Clara somewhere, dude. One of those long roads, trying to make every green light, dude. Heaven knows I'm miserable now, dude. Talking Heads, huge fan. Love Talking Heads, dude. Did you? I tried to listen to Bowie's last album. I didn't really care for it. I'm a Ziggy Stardust guy. I've seen like 4 or 5 different Marleys live. I've seen Ziggy. I think seen Stefan. I've seen Damien. Greta Van Fleet does suck. I will give you that, dude. And I don't really get into, of course, Beethoven, dude. I don't really get into not liking certain music, but some of them are just bad. TSOL. I saw those guys not too long ago. God, I've been to a bunch of TSOL shows. I was at that one like 8 years ago, the riot in Hollywood. That was a good one with shooting the tear gas everywhere. TSOL didn't even get to play, dude. I forget who opened up for TSOL that night, but yeah, it just started it off. Fear, dude. Cold ones on my mind. So much beer, so little time. God, I love Fear, dude. Fear is vicious, dude. But you know that guy was, Ving Rhames is, or what is it, Ving? Or am I thinking of the black actor? Vin? It was like an art school guy. Like Fear isn't as crusty as you think once you know that it was like an art school project. You know what I mean? Like Lee Ving was like, those guys were a full art school project. They're not, I don't know if they're really like punkers. I think they were just a full act. But you know what I mean? They made some great songs. If you like that kind of thing, dude. Limp Bizkit, dude. Fred Durst, dude. There's a whole theory where you can blame Limp Bizkit for 9/11, dude. That Limp Bizkit was like the peak of American just lameness, dude, and that's what truly pissed off the Saudis to blow up the World Trade Centers with their explosives, or was it the men with small hats to protect their gold? Lee Ving's a town too, yeah. No, what? The Strokes. I saw the Strokes in Charlotte, North Carolina. They were sick, dude. They were good. That was a good show, dude. Elton John or John Coltrane? John Coltrane, for sure. Osama bin Laden's book collection. Keep Vert alive. Vert's not dead, dude. Limp Bizkit's corny, dude. I don't like the Ramones. Marie, sorry. Ramones never did it for me. They were always a turnoff. Weird Al, dude. Yeah, Weird Al was genius once upon a time, dude. Yeah, the Limp Bizkit 9/11 theory, dude. Vert is crazy right now. Yeah. I'm wired that way. The Faction, dude. Yep. There's a couple Tom Waits songs I like. What the heck's going on, dude? CD or vinyl? CD's fine with me. Vinyl's nice, though. It's a little bit too much work. If you ever watched the video how to clean your vinyl with wood glue, it's pretty interesting. Clutch. Nicholas. Well, thank you. I do like cassettes. Police and Thieves. Yeah, I think I only own one CD. Actually, someone sent me a CD just the other one of my YouTube people. The one of the high frequency tribes sent me a mixed CD. It's in my car. I like it. I prefer older reggae. Today's reggae just doesn't do it for me. I don't even know. Are they still making reggae? I didn't even know. We were listening to reggae around the house earlier. It's gonna be 98 degrees in the shade. I was never a Yellow Man kind of guy. I liked a couple of his cuts, but Yellow Man, I was more of a Toots and the My Towels. Love Toots and the My Towels. Don Carlos. Dang, I forgot about Don Carlos. I used to be way into Don Carlos. I'm gonna have to do a little down. I'm gonna write that down. Don Carlos, dude. You know, back in my time, I used to Reggae International used to be my number one book, dude. Reggae. You guys ever watch that movie, Countryman? Countryman's one of the great movies, dude. Third World. How's Malibu beach scene? I don't know, dude. Reggaeton. Burning Spear. Oh, yeah, dude. Do you remember the days of slavery? Do you remember the days of slavery? Yeah, I'm big Burning Spear guy. Love Burning Spear. I got some Burning Spear right here on my phone. Here, let me just pull it up. Just prove it to you, dude. Burning Spear, dude. I think that's what you got to do. That's all I can really do is prove it. I have it. Burning Spear. Where is my Burning Spear? I like. Built to Spill. That was the band I was thinking. Here. I'll just do Bees for you. Here, we'll just do Bees from the top. I have one of the song by everyone. The B-52s, Band of Horses. I do have a Beastie Boys song. I do have a Beatles song. Beck, Ben Folds 5, Ben Harper, Berlin Philharmonic, the Betta Band, Beth Orton, Big Black, Big Data, Bjork, the Black Angels, Black Flag, Black Keys, Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, Black Sabbath, Black Uhuru, Blink 182, Blondie, Bob Dylan, Bob Marley and the Wailers, Bon Jovi, Borns, Brad Sucks, The Bravery, Brian Jonestown Massacre, Britney Spears, Buffalo Springfield, Built to Spill, Burning Spear, Bush, Butthole Surfers, and Buzzcocks. That's my Bees. Bjork's way radical, dude. Should watch the Bjork documentary. Yeah, I get around Beth Orton. I like Beth Orton, man. Bush. Britney Spears is the best, dude. I don't know who Juice WRLD is. I don't care for hip hop as the scourge, dude. I got some Beyonce. Did I say Beyonce? No, I don't have Beyonce. You know who I do have is Rihanna. Rihanna has a couple of good cuts, man. I'll give Rihanna that, dude. She's got a couple of solid tunes. Here, what do I have by Rihanna, dude? Here, wait, hold on. I'm looking right now. Rihanna Stay and Love on the Brain are both pretty decent cuts. It's funny. It's if you look at my thing, it's the Melvins. There's like this random like thing. It's this is how it goes. It goes the Melvins, Phil Collins, Rihanna, Kasabian, John Schofield, and Medeski, Martin and Wood, Tracy Chapman, Sinead O'Connor, Enya, The Specials, English Beat, Smashing Pumpkins, Lady Gaga, and Toots and the Maytals, followed by with Stan Gold, and then Talking Heads, and then Grateful Dead. I mean, I'm all over the thing. John Spencer. I used to go to John Spencer Blues Explosion shows all the time, dude. When I lived up in Portland. Nah, Lady Gaga, dude. Some of those cuts she does with are pretty. She's got some good cuts. She's all right, man. She's just another like satanic weirdo. The Grateful Dead tailgates were that epic, dude. They were the best parties I've ever been to. Jack Johnson. I got a Jack Johnson stuff song in there. Trying way too hard type. Thing Called Love by the Darkness. I like that tune. I don't have a problem with John Mayer, man. People seem to. I don't. I think John Mayer's all right, man. I only like Ones and Zeros by Jack Johnson. That's my only like, and The Horizon's Been Defeated. The Horizon's Been Defeated's a pretty legit tune, dude. Yeah, I do, Jake. I do. Justin Bieber. I had a run-in with Justin Bieber. Nice kid, man. Super mellow. Big Head Todd and the Monsters, dude. I forgot about Big Head Todd and the Monsters, dude. I'm gonna write that down because I used to get a kick out of Big Head Todd and the Monsters. I forgot about them. They might be giants. Yeah. Bieber was cool, man. Sid Barrett, dude, he was like on like the one song, dude. There's nothing really to listen. I've got a bike. It's a very nice bike. Won't you take a ride with me? Nah, the Sid Barrett, Pink Floyd stuff, it's way mythologically hyped, dude. I mean, he was there for one album, dude, in the beginning, and then went cuckoo. Dude, medley's radical, dude. Nah, some of that early Pink Floyd is the real deal, dude. What do you think about music from the 90s? I don't know, dude. Shaggy, dude. Remember that? I don't smoke the coke, I only do the Sensimilia guy. I don't. Pato Bonton. Remember Pato Bonton? I think I saw Pato Bonton live somewhere. Gregory Isaacs, dude. Yeah. Pato Bonton, dude. Yeah, we're doing a whole dirt nap. We're just doing music tonight. We're fully deep. We're just doing music. I remember listening to Terrapintation tripping balls once, dude. It was great. Reggae on the River. I went to Reggae on the River once. It was rad, dude. I was up there once. Reggae on the River, dude. Yeah, I remember Pato putting on a good show, dude. There's a couple Cage the Elephant songs I like. I didn't do any reggae Ventura. No, sir. 432. 432, you are right. Nah, the frequency stuff's real, dude. No Ramones, dude. What music? It's a joke. Damon Jr., Gong Marley. We don't talk about the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're the enemy. They're the enemy to me, to rock it. Californication. I do like that song. Californication. Silver Stream Flirtation. I just can't stand Anthony Kiedis, dude. That dude's the worst. Yeah, just love people. I don't think I don't think I said I hate him. I just can't stand him. I see him around too much. He's a kook. John Frusciante is the only one that matters. Yeah, listen to the Jesus is King album. I like it. I'm not, but I'm not into Kanye's whole thing. I think that faded away, dude. He went to Joel Osteen and that was it. Kiss of death, dude. God took him right out of circulation. Ah, you like the curtains, Marie. They came with the place. Billy Joel, glass houses, dude. You could be a bull Brahma baby if you can't spend. I remember that one from my youth, dude. This one's for my mom. You remember Pearl Harbor and the explosions, dude? Mr. Handelman. Chris Buki from the Simi Valley, dude. Motown. Flea. I don't care if I think Flea. I always thought Flea was a little overhyped, personally, dude. Billy Joel has a hometown. Who knew? I don't like Bad Religion, dude. I never have. I don't know what it is about Bad Religion, but I just can't. I can't do it. Spin Doctors, dude. Spin Doctors, dude. The Prince, dude. This. No, I don't know how to play guitar. I've tried a couple times. The Spin Doctors. I like a couple Dinosaur Jr. songs. I never really got their deal, dude. I never really got what Dinosaur Jr. was all about. All I know is the dude from Dinosaur Jr. played with Gigi Allen, so that gives him some cred, dude. You know what I mean? The fact the dude from Dinosaur Jr. played with Gigi Allen blows my mind. Lightning. I think I like that song, Lightning. I do have some Dinosaur Jr. on my phone. I remember the first albums I ever got, dude. My mom got me for Christmas one year. This is what she got me. And she got me 3 albums. My mom and dad got me this for Christmas. Go-Go's. Whatever the Go-Go's album was called. And Bob Marley, Rastaman Vibrations, and Billy Squier. Those 3 albums are like the cornerstone of my love for music. That's a pretty diverse 3 albums to start your musical like reality with. The Go-Go's, Bob Marley, and Billy Squier. I love Billy Squier, dude. That's a good album. That one Billy Squier album is insane, dude. I can still hear it in my head right now. I used to listen to that and the Go-Go's and Rostamon Vibration. Those were my first 3 cassettes, dude. Love Billy Squier. I need to actually download some Billy Squier, dude. I'm gonna listen to some Billy Squier tonight. I love the Go-Go's too, dude. The Go-Go's will always be one of my all-time favorites. And I think, and I'll give it to my mom, dude. She's the one who turned me on to Bob Marley. I was a little, young, junior high. Bob Marley's been with me my entire life. I think that's rad. My mom got me Bob Marley. My dad. I don't know why I say just my mom. My mom and my dad. My dad was way into music when I was a kid. He was a full Deadhead. Listen to the Grateful Dead all the time. You know who? You ever listen to? What's his name, dude? Tay Tay. I'm down with Tay Tay. I'm not afraid. You ever thought about writing music? Yeah. Al loves Bob Marley, dude. We listen to Bob Marley all the time, dude. Al loves music, dude. He was singing a Mr. Mister song. He came home today singing Broken Wings today. Like, it was pretty funny, dude. By Mr. Mister. My broken wings. I forget how it goes, dude. I've had so many music collections. I had all the cassettes. I had my dad's record collection for a long time. Cowfolk 7. I didn't pick Cowfolk 7. I figured you for a Beatles kind of guy. Me and Cowfolk 7 hung out in the parking lot today at the beach for a minute. He introduced me to his friend. That was a nice encounter. I never got anything, Cowfolk. I went up to the con. I went down to the south end. It was all drowned out by the high tide. I went up to the con. It was all south wind and terrible. I came back and I had a Pepe's burrito, dude. That was my day. My Pepe's burrito was good. But for some reason, the price went up, dude. It was awfully expensive. More expensive than I thought. But the Pepe's burrito was worth it, though. It was good. I made a video about it. I just get all meat carne asada with guacamole and a hot salsa. That was good, dude. Yeah, I only surfed like an hour and it sucked. But it was good. I got in the water. New owners. Is that what's going on? I could tell the guacamole was different. It's right, Cowfolk. It's way more expensive than it used to be. I was blown away. I had sticker shock, actually, because I didn't really think about it. I was just ordered what I normally would order. And I was like, whoa, dude, that's expensive. It was like $12, dude. I was like, that's way too much for a burrito, dude. But, Tame Impala. There's a couple Tame Impala songs I like. But they get a little, try to be psychedelic. And I don't like the Beatles, dude. Yeah, right, Cowfolk? They're expensive now. Way more expensive than a burrito should be. But I could have just, let my, Tame Impala's just one dude. I had no idea. That's interesting. I'm going to give him another listen then. I did not know Tame Impala was one dude. That's interesting. I'm going to, it's Pippi. I'm just calling it a business expense. I made a video about it. I did my burrito of the week tribute to review of the week, Review Bra. And I'm curious now. Yeah, King Gizzard, we've been there. I only like Sleep Drifter. I don't really like them. Radiohead, yeah, sure, dude. Inner Speaker by Tame Impala. Okay. I'll check it out. Do you like all the comics doing podcasts? I don't know. I used to be way into Eminem until he became a social justice warrior pumping for the man, dude. What that dude's such a full toady. Can't stand. I'll tell you what. I saw Eminem at the Meadowlands in Jersey. The Eminem at the Meadowlands, and I'll tell you what. I've never seen more pretty girls in one place than at an Eminem show. I went to the Meadowlands, and it was the carnival one where he had the giant carnival. It was pretty radical, dude. He had that giant carnival set where he comes out in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. But I was so high, and I remember just walking around, and it was literally 70% pretty girls. It blew my mind. It was like, I remember just walking around staring at girls, being like, oh my God, there are so many pretty girls here, dude. That's what I do remember. I remember the opening of the show when the carnival thing's going on and he comes out. I don't remember anything after that. And I just remember walking around looking at pretty girls. I think I was high on cocaine. And I'll remember this on the way to the Eminem show at the Meadowlands. The Thrasher magazine came out with the 2-page spread of the skate park in Louisville, the Fracture Factory. And I thought it was fake. And 3 days later, I was in my car driving to Louisville, Kentucky, and I stayed there for 4 days skating. It was rad. That was one of those rad skate things I remember, dude. I just went and parked my car there, catty corner to the Fracture Factory, and just posted up, skated, would go drink some beers, fall asleep, skated, did that for 4 days, and then went back to Pennsylvania. I will credit that Eminem show with the skating in Louisville, Kentucky. Country, I like country. Country music's rad, dude. Waylon Jennings, I like all that kind of stuff. The Highwaymen, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, dude. Where in Pennsylvania? Milford, Pennsylvania. In the Poconos, dude. Conway Twitty, dude. Willie Nelson, yeah, all that stuff, dude. What? You mean Alan Jackson, the Watermelon Crawl? I used to run a dude ranch, dude. I've listened to all of that horrible music, dude. I like Dwight Yoakam, dude. Dwight Yoakam was a class act. George Jones is good, dude. Like George Jones, dude. Watermelon. The Chattahoochee. Way down low on the Chattahoochee. I just remember buckle bunnies and drinking Coors Light and just line dancing, the whole thing, dude, to all that stuff. It's funny, those cowboys, they don't listen to like country. They listen to that new country stuff, dude. Ween, 12 Country Golden Greats, dude. Michael Jackson made great music. That's all I know. Party all the time, gonna party all the time. I was thinking, I had that Eddie Murphy song going on in my head today. Party all the time. There's a classic tune you forgot about. Eddie Murphy, Party All the Time, dude. How about Will Smith's Candy, dude? I used to like that song too. Wailing Souls. Tom Petty. It's a Malibu guy. Get jiggy with it. Garth Brooks, Thunder Road, baby. Ooh, that's some good stuff, dude. The Australian Chris Gaines thing was pretty trippy, dude. But I did a lot of Garth Brooks, Thunder Road. Oh, I love Thunder Road. That's a great album, man. Oh, yeah. Friends in Low Places. Oh, that stuff was like the soundtrack of the late 90s for me at the Dude Ranch. I did karaoke. I had such a great karaoke once with like 5 people. We did Talking Heads. We did some Talking Heads song. We hit it so perfectly. I've never done karaoke since. Have you ever Wang Chunged? I've Wang Chunged. The last time I saw the Dandy Warhol. I've seen the Dandy Warhols a couple of times, dude. I like the Dandy Warhols. Cypress Hill, dude. There's some stoner music for you, dude. Oh yeah, dude. I used to be Cypress Hill came out like right around the same time Rage Against the Machine came out. I remember I was in Flagstaff for all that Cypress Hill stuff, dude. Be real, dude. But they did that side project too, dude, with the Tomahawk. What was that side project called? Funk Dubious. You guys ever listen to Funk Dubious? It was like a Cypress Hill with that other guy, Whitey Ford. He does Whitey Ford. What is that dude's name, man? Funk Dubious was rad, dude. Rage was radical. But those dudes are a little pretentious for me. Their music was rad, though. Marilyn Manson all day, dude. Me and Al were cranking Marilyn Manson Lunchbox the other day on the way to school. Everlast, that's right. Funk Dubious was the dude from Everlast with one of the Cypress Hill guys, dude. Funk Dubious, dude, was good. Yeah, Whitey Ford is Everlast. That's right, dude. "23 Fish concerts. I've been to about that many. I don't know. The Fix, dude. How about the Jam, dude? The Fix. That was that whole beginning of MTV stuff. The Fix, dude. See, I'm getting tired. 23 Fish concerts. So is that that's a sober number. What's a sober number? Who wasn't? I think everyone was down with MTV once upon a time, dude. There was like, that was it. Top chat it. You want me to say your name, dude? You put some money in the till, dude. That's how that works. And then there's the Clash. Yeah, and then there's the crash. Yeah, totally. No, that's the way these things work for me, dude. It's just rant, rant. I've had a lot. I've been up since like 5:30 though, so it's my second live stream of the day, dude. Peace, Stefan 417. Carson Broadfoot. See, that's how it's done. Me too, dude. Me too, dude. That's right, Pippi. That's right, Pippi. The Clash, dude. London calling. The place is a mess. London's calling. How about Brexit, dude? I just love the fact that the Conservatives took the UK back. Boris Johnson and his bullcut have taken over the UK. Senyata Mandata. How about that? Hey now, guys. Senyata Mandata. Tears for Fears, dude. The big box. Judas Priest. I used to go when I lived in Portland. I used to see this Judas Priest cover band called British Steel. They were pretty intense. I'm more of a libertarian. I'm a personal sovereignty guy, though. Afghan wigs. It's funny. I saw those dudes. So, all right, you guys want to hear a funny Afghan wig story? So I was standing, we were protesting the closing of the Doom Room bar. Someone came up who knew me from YouTube and was like, hey, I got a couple Afghan wigs tickets. Do you want to go? And I was like, sure, dude, I'll go check out the Afghan wigs. So I went to the Afghan wig show. And I remember like, I did a YouTube video about it. And the Afghan wigs bassist was watching my show, my YouTube channel back then. It was trippy. Because I remember like they had a couple tunes I remember, but I wasn't that into the show. But people were having such a good time that I was like super impressed by it. You know what I mean? Like I was so into that people were having a great time to the Afghan wigs. I made this fully positive review about I was like, I didn't really care for the show, but I really enjoyed the show because everyone is having such a good time. And the dude, the bassist, like got a hold of me and was like, hey, dude, that was really kind of a cool review you did. Like, I get it. Hey now, guys, I don't think about it. Put it that way. How about that? Oh, he did. 5 years, bro. One of the great songs. One of the great storytelling songs is 5 years, dude. We're not having that. We're talking about music, dude. How now, guys? I don't get into other people's like business, dude. If you're a Christian, you know the score. That's all we got. Stevie, Sound and Vision, Industrial Light and Magic. Nah, we started out with Brexit. That's the only underlying theme we got is Brexit. Yay. No worries. How now, guys? I saw Motorhead up in Poughkeepsie, dude. It was rad, dude. Motorhead in Poughkeepsie, dude. Good times. I like Billy Idol, dude. I'm a big fan. Vital Idol's a rad album, dude. Smith, sure, dude. Hat full of hollow, dude. How soon is now, dude? Well, louder than bombs. Bomb Hills, not country. So what, we do think the new microphone's a hit? The new microphone's working, isn't it? Johnny Marr, dude. Megadeth. I like how you got the Megadeth font going on. That's good. Okay, the new microphones work killer, dude. I was skeptical, dude, but I'm psyched on it. It's a bit much. It's sort of like there, but I think it adds to the. Yeah, I like Modest Mouse, but I'm more of a built to spill kind of guy, dude. I think Built to Spill is way better than Modest Mouse, dude. But Modest Mouse kind of caught the mainstream. Tori Amos, dude, Cornflake Girl. I love Cornflake Girl, dude. I'm going to download that song, dude. I'm going to write that down. Cornflake Girl. Too hardcore. I don't like that too hardcore stuff. I don't know. It all depends, dude. I'll get after it. Right? Cal Folk, you love the piano on that. Cornflake Girl's a great song, dude. I'm gonna There's so much music, so little time, dude. There's this band called Imagining Yellow Suns. So I got this. I remember I was in, again, the Flagstaff. There's a lot of music going on in Flagstaff. I remember being in Flagstaff and getting this cassette, and I just saw it. It was like in the store, and it was just these Black Crows on the thing. And it was this band called Imagining Yellow Suns, dude. And I used to listen to it all the time, dude. And it's like I've never been able to find it again. But it's just Imagining Yellow Suns. I don't know where it is or how to get a copy of it. If anyone has a copy of the Imagining Yellow Suns song album, I need that, dude. Faith No More, Angel Dust, dude. I'm more of a Mr. Bungle kind of guy. If I'm going to do Mike Patton, I'm doing Mr. Bungle. I like Mr. Bungle, dude. That is such a twisted album, dude. Ping. Ping isn't Ping the Butthole Surfers album, dude? I'm thinking of. I'm still trying to figure out the name of that Butthole Surfers album. I'm going to figure that out. Hold on, dude. Here it is. This is my favorite Butthole Surfer star. Poighead or this one, whatever this one is, dude. We used to eat acid and listen to this album all the time, dude. Revolution Part 1, Part 2, Lonesome Bulldog 2, Hurdy Gurdy Man, Golden Showers, Lonesome Bulldog 3, Blind Man. God, I should listen to this just to like refresh myself on just what it's all about, dude. Lonesome Bulldog, Barking Dogs, dude. God, we used to just listen to this album repeatedly, dude. It's probably why I'm so spun out, man. Imagining Yellow Suns. You can get like one or two of their cuts, but they're not. I've done all that. I want the actual like album. There's a weird thing. I want a cassette. It's just some weird thing. I need to have the actual tactile thing. I would actually go buy it's just weird. It's just this weird thing from my like psychedelic 20s, dude. Buttholes were way ahead of their time, and then they sort of went backwards, dude. By the time you get to Locust Abortion Technician, they're just as Like it's funny when you Mary went to Tita and they were doing it in Texas. Ugh. Like they fully just went backwards, dude. P.O. Box is the same, Landon. Flipper. They went pop. They went pop. Pig had pig. What is the album called? Pie. I don't even know how you pronounce the album. Pie. Pie. Thurston Moore's sonic noodling just used to kind of bug me, dude. Yeah, NIN. We're down with 9 Inch Nails for sure. Tim R. Saw the Doors' final show. Is that how you pronounce it? Pod? Pod. I'm not down with the new Tool vibe, dude. They failed me. After 12 years, Tool failed me, man. Take me back 10,000 days. It's all good. Ministry, dude. Lizard's getting crazy over there, dude. Do you think rock isn't rock in the mainstream? I don't know. Is there a mainstream for music now? I don't know how it all works. That garbage they're playing now seems to be staying, but so it seemed like that with hair bands too. It'll all backlash, dude. Either that or like nuclear bombs are going to have to clean it all up, dude. I don't know. Yeah, what these kids are listening to nowadays. Just look one up, dude. Just look online, dude. You'll find one, Alexander, and then just go. Man at work, dude. I come from the land down under, where women grow and men chunder. It's not even rap. I think it's hip hop. Rap is like Public Enemy, dude. Oh, yeah. Culture's about to take a full radical twist. Radical 2020's coming, dude. Radical twist 2020's coming, dude. Fight the Power. They're a good band. I like Fight the Power, dude. Chris Reyes, do you know that Fight the Power is a band? Are you mentioning that for real? I might have their name. Fight the Power. Wait, let me see. No, maybe it's not. Public Enemy is not hip hop, dude. I'll be super clear. Public Enemy is not hip hop. Hip hop wasn't even a thing when Public Enemy was there. Yeah, Wu-Tang's like when hip hop starts, man. Well, go to a meeting, Alexander. You'll be fine. I'm going to get going here. I think I'm all done. GBH, dude. Exploited. Yeah. GBH, exploited. You're welcome, Jake T. I'm glad that glad I could help you out, brother. All right, man. I'm gonna sign off. Links down below. Get some t-shirts. I think they're still on no shipping. I think that changes tomorrow. Get some stickers. PayPal links down below. There's a Discord and a BitChute channel I'm gonna start uploading to, and I don't know, dude. Hip hop started in the 70s. All right, fine. Public Enemy ain't no. Well, hip hop's been so dirty. I don't know what it is anymore. I could care less. Public Enemy, dude. Go to a meeting, Alexander. You'll be okay. Right on, Cody. Crown. Zombie Apocalypse. Tin Arm. TR. And yes. Don't forget, support the channel. It's your channel, dude. Anyway, thanks for being here. Super fired up. And we'll get you at the next one. Remember, use those name tags.